When we see Islamic women in hijabs,
Islamic women in hijabs? Oh, this is going to be a good video.
in the West generally views this as oppressive behavior towards women. However, if you take a deeper look into why hijabs and body coverings were introduced in the first place, you realize they were probably a pretty good idea. Back in the day, women were used as currency. If one of your sons killed the son of one of your neighbor could demand that you send over your sister so that they could have their way with her and create a new life, or the life that was taken. It was driven by lust, and it fucked women over in Europe and Africa for centuries. But the Arabs saw this and were like, yeah, f that.
Since he does not reference anything he talks about, I was unable to find the practice he mentioned. Now note how this was practiced across 2 continents with 2 very different cultures and people. So it must have been a very popular practice. Nope, that's not why women wear the hijab. They do so because God commands them to. More on that later. Now he continues to attack the hijab based on the reason that he created. This is called a straw man fallacy. You made your own reason for the hijab and then started attacking it as if it was the actual reason. Then he continues to attack the straw man he created, which pretty much invalidates all of his arguments and video. But I'll entertain his argument only for the sake of the over 100,000 people that liked this video. Ridiculous.
And they decided to take lust out of the equation entirely as a way to protect women from becoming a currency. And they did that by introducing the hijab.
Modesty was a universal practice across all human civilizations with very few exceptions. This was not unique to Arabs, nor is it unique to Islam. This is a verse from the Old Testament commanding women to cover their heads. So Muslims did not create a new out of this world concept like he claims it to be. This is a video showing how women dressed in the UK in 1901. In fact, this was the acceptable dress code all the way up to the late 20th century, but many people think human civilization only started from 2000. This guy's lack of knowledge is unbelievable.
Decided to take lust out of the equation entirely as a way to protect women from becoming a currency. And
this makes zero sense. Take lust out of the equation? What equation? This guy just strung a bunch of random words together to appear intelligent without actually making any sense, which is a very common theme in his videos. How does the hijab even prevent this specific cultural practice? I mean, if a woman that was raped, she can still be exchanged, so how does the hijab factor into it?
Is it the year 1134 anymore?
He was born in 570 AD and died in 632 AD. This guy couldn't even do a simple Google search. One idiot.
And do we need to be worried about women being traded around?
Again, this is not the reason for the hijab. It certainly is a protection for women from being objectified and harassed. But the reason women wear the hijab is because God commanded them to do so. Yes, women are no longer used as a form of currency. They certainly are not used and sexualized in music videos and commercials. Women feel extremely safe everywhere they go. They are always judged based on their merit rather than their looks. This is a universal phenomenon. How could this guy even speak on behalf of all women, claiming that women no longer struggle, as if he is a woman that has been through it all? This is so very insensitive, and I can't believe nobody called him out on it.
Which makes the hijab oppressive.
No, it doesn't. Would you call this non-oppressed? Would you call this Gucci model oppressed? Would you call them oppressed? I doubt it. So why call Muslim women oppressed? And why is it any of your business what women wear? Isn't it all about women's freedom of choice? Oh wait, unless they are Muslim and choose to obey their creator that tells them to dress modestly to protect themselves from perverted men like you.